up here. Say hello. Say hello. Hi, hi, hi. Very nice to meet you. How are you doing, buddy? Imagine a whole movie like this. Shark does a little martial arts. A lot like my friend, Hardcore Henry, which we're going to talk about. Talking about movies.
Initiate Vigilante Mode.
What's up, guys? Alright, so I hope you like my little intro. Whenever we're trying new things. We're here to talk about Hardcore Henry, which I got a chance to see an advanced screening of. It's directed by Ilya Naishuller. I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right. It stars Charlton Copley from District 9. He played Vickis van der Verwegen. Not really that good with names. And it also stars Haley Bennett as our sort of femme fatale character. I mean, judging by the trailer, hopefully you got a chance to at least see that. It's got a really unique kind of visual style. It's all shot in the first person, just like my intro. The movie was shot on GoPro cameras, you know, those sort of like mini extreme sports cameras. The presentation before the movie, which was also really nice to see, they talked about how many cameras they went through. I think they actually said they only went through about like 12 of these cameras. The stunts in this movie were just off the chain. They were unbelievable. They did some of the craziest and coolest stunt work I've seen in a movie ever. Any chance for people to innovate on technology, you know, from an engineering point of view. In the pre-documentary, they talked about how they got basically a different stuntman to play Henry for each of these particular stunts. They have like one who specializes in zip lining, and one who specializes in parkour, and one who specializes in hand-to-hand combat. And as a matter of fact, the director himself also plays Henry in some of the more intimate scenes. I really like this movie. It's fun. You know, it's not quite summer yet, but it definitely has that popcorn feel. If you're in the mood for having a good time, laughing, extreme violence. The movie had a really interesting opening sequence. It almost felt like a James Bond movie gone wrong, sadistically wrong, but in a fun way. I mean, it's not like violence like Saving Private Ryan where you're like, ugh. Opening sequence was just really kind of beautiful, almost like balletic and like kind of these extreme kills that you're sort of gonna see throughout the movie. It was tight, it was like about 90 minutes, it didn't feel long. Charlton Copley, dude, such an underrated performer. He sort of seems to work with Neil Blomkamp, who directed District 9, Elysium, and I really loved his performance in this. He plays like this kind of odd, helpful character to Henry. He's, you know, I just go see it. The plot of the movie, I mean, I think the trailer pretty much sums it up, that basically it's about like a man who was in like some extreme accident and he wakes up part of like the cyborg experiment. Like half of his body's like been blown away, kind of like RoboCop. It's like these robotic attachments and whatnot, so it increases his strength, it increases his fighting capability. He wakes up, his wife is basically one of the scientists who engineered this whole scenario. From then on, it becomes sort of like a bit of a chase movie and him kind of trying to figure out how to like continue to function in this new body of his while he's being pursued by this villain Akan and his evil corporation. This Akan character is basically like this telekinetic Russian albino. I mean, he was cool, but he was like so powerful. I mean, there's so many cronies throughout this movie, and obviously the whole point of it is like he's creating an army, which is like the plot of every action movie. I mean, you know, he needed people to fight. That kind of brings me to like the whole aesthetic of the movie, which is not only this first person POV thing, but it's also very clearly a video game-esque tone, which I actually thought they executed quite well. This was one of my concerns before going into the movie and maybe just hearing some rumblings about it, were that the movie itself would be a little difficult to watch and difficult to absorb given that it's all told in the first person. I'm going to disagree. I actually found the movie to be more stimulating because of that, and just more unique. If you're a fan of gaming, if you like GoldenEye or Halo or Call of Duty, then I think you'll like this movie. There's even some shots where I felt like I was literally playing a video game. You know when you're playing a video game and you see like the boss like just sort of like glide away like and jump onto like other platforms and things like that. But I didn't hate that. You know, I thought it was kind of fun. The plot of the movie is sort of thin, but you don't really want more of a plot in a movie like this. You really want to see the kills and the action and the stunts, and I found myself surprisingly empathizing with our protagonist, Henry. Overall, I really did like this movie. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did. The people I was watching it with were so much fun. It was a great audience. I'm going to give this movie an A-. It was pretty solid. I do not think it's going to be #1 this weekend in the box office, but I think that people should go out and see it. Guys, what did you think of Hardcore Henry? Did you see it? Are you going to see it? Are you interested in seeing it? Let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you like this video, like it or share it.
See you next time, guys. Vigilante Mode, deactivate.
Talking about movies.